Good morning, Year 3. It's Mrs. Collins here, helping out the Year 14, and I'm here with your Monday maths lesson. Please pause the video to write today's short date and learning objective in your Maths Home Learning book. To make equal groups. Press play when you're ready to start your learning. To get our brains warmed up this morning, our starter activity asks you to complete these sequences. We have a mild, spicy and hot challenge. If you're in blue or green group, I suggest you start with mild. If you're in yellow or orange group, I suggest you start at spicy. And if you're at red group, you might want to start with hot. You may want to challenge yourself and have a go at all of these sequences. Pause the video, write the sequence in your book and see if you can work out those hidden numbers. Press play when you're ready to mark your answers. Well done, Year 3. Let's see if you got the answers correct. You will have noticed that the mild challenge sequence is going up in twos. It's an ascending sequence. Let's have a look together. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Give yourself a tick if you got that sequence correct. Well done. Let's have a look at the spicy challenge. You will have noticed that this sequence is going in twos, but it's going backwards. It's a descending sequence, starting from 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6. Well done if you got that one right. It was a little bit tricky. Give yourself a tick if your sequence is correct. Now, because you know your 2 times table really well, you should also know your 20 times table, because the multiples of 20 are just 10 times bigger than the multiples of 2. Let's see if you've got this sequence correct. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160. Give yourself a tick if you got that right. If you'd like to keep practicing these or chanting them out loud, you can pause your video and press play when you're ready to move on. Our Skills Sharp activity this morning is all about money. Have a look at the coins on the board. We've got some 2p coins. How much money has Ali saved? Can you count in twos with me? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Ali has saved 12p. He's saved 12p in 2p coins. How can we write this as a multiplication? Well, we know that Ali has saved 2p coins. How many coins did he collect altogether? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He saved 6 2p coins. 2 times 6 equals 12. He had 12p altogether. Someone else has been saving money. This time they're saving using 5p coins. How much money has Hannah saved? Can you help me by counting in fives? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Hannah's saved 35p. How would we write this as a multiplication? Well, we know that Hannah has been saving 5p coins. How many coins did she save altogether? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She saved 7 5p coins, and when we counted them, there was 35p altogether. So 5 times 7 equals 35. Now we've had a practice, I'd like you to have a go independently. Please pause the page, choose your level of challenge, and work out how much these children have saved. Remember to write your answer as a multiplication calculation. Off you go! If you've pressed play, I hope that means you've had a go at these challenges and are ready to mark your answers. The mile challenge asked you how much Tommy had saved. Well, Tommy has been collecting 2p coins, and he's collected 1, 2, 3, 4 altogether. 2 lots of 4 equals 8. So Tommy has saved 8p. The spicy challenge asked how much Mohammed had saved. He's been saving 5p coins, and he's saved 1, 2, 3, 4 5p coins. 5 times 4 equals 20. The hot challenge asked how much Janet had saved. She's been saving 5p coins, and she's saved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 5p coins, which will give Janet 55p. Give yourself a mark if you got these correct. You could have written the multiplication sums the opposite way around. So instead of 2 times 4 equals 8, you could have written 4 times 2 equals 8. Instead of writing 5 times 4, you could have also written 4 times 5 equals 20. And instead of writing 5 times 11, you could have written 11 times 5 equals 55. Well done, you're working really hard, Year 3. Let's move on. Our new learning today is all about finding equal amounts and sharing things equally. What does that word equal mean? Have a little think. Equal means the same. So when two things or more than two things are the same. Let's have a look at this group. We have some fish tanks here with groups of fish in. Are these groups equal or not equal? Let's have a look. In this fish tank there are 1, 2, 3, 4 fish. This one there are 4, and in this one there are 4. So this group shows equal amounts of 4. What about these groups? Got 3 cubes here, 4 cubes, 4 cubes and 4 cubes. So these 3 groups have 4, but this one has 3. So they're not equal because they're not the same. Let's have a look at this one. Pause the video, have a think, and press play when you're ready to listen. Okay, so this group of counters has 6. This group of counters also has 6, and the third group of counters has 6. Even though they're set out differently, the groups are equal because they all have the same amount. You'll need to remember that word equal for your maths activity today. On the board you can see some cookies on 2 plates. How can we write this picture or representation as a calculation? How many cookies do we have all together? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 cookies all together, and we're sharing them equally. In maths, we call that divide, and this is how we write the divide symbol. How have we divided 8? We've divided it into 1 plate and then 2 plates. So we've divided 8 by 2 equal groups. How many cookies are on one of the plates? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cookies. So the representation shows us that 8 divided by 2 equals 4. Let's have a look at another example. We've got cookies again. How many have we got all together? They're in groups of 4. Let's count in 4s. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. We've got 20 cookies all together, and they've been divided 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 onto 5 plates. So the sum shows us 20 divided by 5, and there are 4 cookies on each plate. 20 divided by 5 equals 4. We can work out division sums using pictures and counters or things around the house that can help us to group things equally. How would we work out 15 divided by 5? Well, I've got 15 counters here, and I'm going to make 5 circles to help. Okay, so I've drawn 5 circles in my book. This is something you can do when working out division sums. And I'm going to share my counters equally by 5. I'm going to put 1 counter in each circle until I've used all my counters up. If you don't have counters with you at home, you can do the exact same process but by drawing counters or dots in your book. And once all my counters have been used, I can now see my answer. I had 15 counters and I've divided them equally into 5 circles. And I've got 1, 2, 3 counters in each one. That tells me 15 divided by 5 equals 3. This problem is asking me to divide 12 by 2. So I've drawn 2 circles in my maths book and I'm using my counters, or as I said, you can draw them in to work it out. I'm separating the counters equally into each circle. I had 12 counters, I've divided them by 2, and I can see I've got 6 counters in each one. So 12 divided by 2 equals 6. Next, we've got a word problem, all about sharing. Ron is sharing out strawberries. How many strawberries will each child get? First, we need to look at how many strawberries he's got. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ron has 12 strawberries. How many children is he sharing them with? 1, 2, 3. 3 children. How many strawberries will each child get? Just like before, I'm going to separate the strawberries equally on each plate, and you can do this by drawing in your book. You don't have to draw a strawberry, it could just be a dot on your page to help you to visualise this division. And I can see that each child will get 4 strawberries. How could I write this as a division sum? Pause the video and press play when you're ready to see the answer. The answer was 12 divided by 3 equals 4. I think you're ready to start your learning now. Year 3, in your learning packs, if you're in blue group, you will have got an activity like this. And if you're in a different group, you will have your Chilli Challenge sheet ready for you. Work through the sheets, start with where you're confident and move